Jefferson? Jefferson? Jefferson, you weren't at the pub this morning. What's going on?
If I'm being perfectly frank, Dad, I don't like you no more.
You don't like me? Well, Jeff, why?
It's because you don't give me any good kibbles, Dad.
Don't give you any good kibbles. What are you talking about? It's all organic, grass-fed, free-range. Good kibbles that are good for your kitty kidneys.
I want me some Friskies.
Friskies? That's the McDonald's of kitty kibbles it is. Friskies. Why don't you appreciate the kibbles I gets for you, Jefferson? You're starving cats in China. Hell, in China, some of the cats is the kibbles down there.
All right, Dad. I'm going to try and make this crystal clear. You keep bothering me, I'll bite your fingers off.
You'll do what?
I'll bite your fingers off, so help me.
You know what I think? I think you need a good pet. Come here. Damn you, Jeff. Alright, so this was my second time watching the Banshees of Inisherin. I'd watched it a couple months ago and I always really wanted to do a review for it, but I wasn't really entirely sure how I felt about it. I'm still not entirely sure I have the big picture. Historically, though, that really is a quality of a movie that keeps me going, that keeps me watching it again and again and again. This film kind of has Lighthouse vibes, all right? And I'm not talking about like a likeness in any way, shape, or form, but sort of like this dark story that you're not really sure where it's going, but it just draws you in. In The Lighthouse, it was like a claustrophobic kind of a thing, and this is like a beautiful island off the coast of Ireland. And you always have the feeling of like something going on beyond the character's control, this sense of foreboding. I suppose that's where the similarities lie. But it had the similar effect that like I couldn't look away. I wasn't sure where it was going. I wasn't even 100% sure that I liked it, but I couldn't stop watching. So basically, it's about two friends, Colm and Pydrick, played by Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell. And one day, out of the blue, seemingly for no reason, Colm tells Pydrick, I don't like you anymore. I don't want to be your friend. Don't sit next to me. I don't want to share a pint with you. Leave me alone. And there seems to be this like dark reason for maybe why. I don't want to get into the reason why, but I will say that it comes earlier in the film and it is rather underwhelming. That's not really what the movie is about. It has this like existential kind of feel to it, this feel of dread. If you're looking for answers, you are not going to get them here, okay? This movie doesn't provide any answers. But essentially, Pydrick keeps on pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally Colm says to him, listen, if you don't leave me the hell alone, each time you bother me, I'm going to cut off one of my fingers and I'm going to give it to you until I can't play the fiddle anymore. So it's very severe. And again, from the trailer, you're kind of thinking like, wow, I wonder what it is. I wonder why it is. You do get the answer, but it's not like this big revelation. This film hints at supernatural elements, which I really do appreciate. However, the one thing that I will say is it's presented as a comedy, and some of the dialogue is funny. It's like a subtle humor. It's not like, holding your chest laughing or anything like that. It's very subdued humor, but I still wouldn't call it a comedy. It has more elements of like a tragedy. I mean, if you're going the Shakespearean route, I suppose, by definition, it is a comedy. About 12 minutes into the movie, it shows you that the movie's not playing around. And it's kind of like, oh, that was dark. I wasn't expecting that. And I think, again, that kind of affected my first view of the movie because I wasn't expecting it to be that way. The acting was phenomenal. The lady who played the sister, I forget her name, I'll put it down below. She was amazing. The cinematography was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, like on a technical level, everything was great about this movie. It's just an odd bird. I've watched it twice. Now that I know what to expect, I'm a little bit more eased into it. And I do like it. But I feel like I could watch it 5 more times, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more times, and get something different every time, or it'll keep me going in circles and I'll just watch it and just be like, I like that it doesn't give you answers. I like movies that do that. But yeah, if you guys are expecting it to be like a comedy, it's really not in the traditional sense. It's actually quite dark. But that being said, it's competently directed and acted. Like I said, everything from a technical standpoint is absolutely beautiful about this movie, and therefore it does have my recommendation. But Maybe watch it when you're in a good mood or not like depressed or something like that. You'd probably enjoy it a lot more. Check out my Rumble if you get the chance, and that's all she wrote.